Hey, what's up, everybody? Mr. B here. And today I want to talk about something really important to me and really important to my training. And that is the importance of zone two training. Now, a lot of you guys have, if you follow the channel with any sort of regularity, understand that I am a big advocate for active recovery. But what I really want to talk about is how making sure that you are getting workouts in your zone two range. So, in those lower heart rate ranges, that 125, 135, if you're a little bit younger, even as high as 145 range, where it feels almost criminally easy. Those workouts, as we are starting to discover more and more about, if you guys want to check my notes on this, I recommend looking up any sort of conditioning training for elite runners. Also, a company that I get a lot of my information from, Morpheus, who sells a heart rate monitor. But I anecdotally, me myself, I have noticed a ton of cardiovascular improvement, and particularly in my resting heart rate, making sure to do these zone two workouts at least 3 times a week. Yes, I still am very old school when I train, in the fact that I love a workout that leaves me feeling absolutely exhausted, absolutely beat. And I love it. I love waking up feeling a little sore and stiff from those workouts. And but the science is really beginning to catch up on this. And elite runners, elite marathoners in particular, and ultra athletes, people that do any sort of incredibly long distance endurance runs, understand just how important it is to go slow in order to go fast. And to be 100% certain that you're recovering, even in a workout. So giving your body optimum time to repair the damage that you've done to it over the course of several different types of more intense workouts. So what I would tell you guys to do, especially now that the weather is getting colder and we're turning inside for a lot of our workout routines and everything else like that. I know as martial artists, we generally work out inside anyway, but like for those of us like myself that enjoy mountain biking, that enjoy trail running, as a complement to my training, as we turn inside, I feel like this is a really good opportunity to embrace some of those lower intensity, higher skill based workouts. So one of the things that I have really been focused on in my sparring training is increasing the amount of reps but lowering the intensity. And so like just making sure that when, say, I'm running blitz drills, right? I'm looking at my heart rate. I'm trying to make sure that for my age at 42, trying to stay below 130 beats per minute is kind of my target goal. And so when I'm running my drills, I'm really more focused in on the perfection of the technique and the volume. How many reps can I get without increasing my heart rate to the point where I'm outside of zone two? And really what I have noticed is my ability to just go longer. And not just like longer in terms of single workouts themselves, but what I'm noticing is that over the course of the week, I have the capacity for more volume because I'm allowing my body time to repair even while I'm getting a workout in for the day. And so I can't really tell you guys the importance of this enough. And while I myself am not an actual scientist, I do follow, like I said, a lot of people who are smarter than myself. And I really do stand on the shoulders of giants when I am saying that learning how to calm down, learning how to be able to work out and focus on your skill and focus on your volume versus focusing on intensity is really going to improve, number one, your ability to bring your heart rate down after a really intense workout. So again, one of the things that I've generally noticed is that my heart rate reduces faster. So even when I'm in a really intense workout, when I've got that 30-second or that minute rest in between rounds, I notice that my heart rate is getting lower faster, which in turn gives me the ability in that next round to go harder rather than that heart rate maintaining its high level even when I'm resting. And so for those of us that do combat sports, the ability to bring that heart rate down in the time in between bouts or in between rounds is absolutely essential for our ability to perform well in competition. And so, yeah, if your heart rate is back down, if you take it all the way up to 160, 170, 180 beats per minute over the course of a really intense round with a fighter, and then you can come back after 30 seconds or a minute rest and your heart rate is at 125 compared to their 145 or 150 where it didn't really come down that much, you are absolutely going to wear them down so much faster and give yourself the ability to place yourself in a position to win more fights and also be more consistent and have a longer career as an athlete, which for those of us that may or may not even be professional athletes, I myself am not professional. I'm an amateur. We're martial artists. We don't get paid for what we do. Um, in terms of competition most of the time, but that like being able to be an athlete for longer, I'm 42, being able to do these things for longer really helps just kind of keep our minds right. One of the things that always befalls athletes, particularly as they get out of their prime, or what a lot of people say are their prime years, it's all subjective. Really, I'm at 42 in probably some of the best shape I've ever been in my life. Um, but like for those of us that begin to slow down or lose that connection with the movement that we love so much, whether it's swimming or karate or anything like that, and get old, the ability to be able to go longer into those movements that bring us joy and bring us a sense of self is something that I feel like all of us can relate to and want to and aspire for. And so, like I said, being able to recover, being able to put your ego in check and say, hey, you know what? Today I'm just going to take it easy and I'm going to work out in zone 2 is just going to improve your overall mental well-being, increase your longevity as an athlete, make sure that you can keep coming back and doing the things that you're supposed to do. All right, guys, if you're ever finding any sort of value in what we're talking about here on this channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you took time to watch the next video or like and subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time, train hard, fight fast, score first. All side.